fam? It's been a minute since I've given you guys a running education video. Today's video popped in my head. I'm sure many of you at home ask yourselves if, knock on wood, I think this is granite, knock on wood, that maybe, if you're hurt and you're looking into cross training to maintain as much fitness as you can, you may be asking yourself, how much cross training should I do? What cross training should I do? How much of each effort of cross training should I do, and what should I do to mix things up? So I'm going to share with you guys my routine, my thoughts, my observations on the concept of cross training to achieve maintaining as much fitness as possible with not hurting yourself as much, because keep in mind that when you introduce another cross training regimen or another movement that your body's not primarily used to, you can get hurt, right? Law of specificity, adapting to exercise. If you do too much too soon of a new task, different structures of the body may not adapt as quickly and you may end up in a deeper hole. So we don't want to go there. If you guys are liking what you're seeing so far and videos like this, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and smash that like button because it really helps. And give this video a share to a runner in need. I thank you guys for your continued support. I've been at this probably for about 1.5 years now, and it's still going strong. So, all right. So cross training 101. Before you guys watch this video, you guys should check out my cross-training video where I talk about the hierarchies of cross-training in general. When it comes to the sport of running, it basically follows the law of specificity. I got another video on that topic as well. Link up in the cards. And check out those two videos, then come back to this video. Cross-training is basically the idea of trying to maintain fitness while doing the most specific motion as possible to the sport that you're training for. And my channel is running. Now, you may be asking yourself that what workout should I be doing and stuff like that when you are cross-training. So I know there are things out there that say, like, if I want to bike, there's a ratio of 3 to 1 or 4 to 1. Biking miles is equivalent to 1 mile. Just throw that out the window. Don't worry about that stuff. We're going to go by time-based effort for cross-training regimens and workouts. Obviously, talk to your doctor or qualified healthcare provider before you delve into any cross-training if you're hurt. But you could also do cross-training if, you want to take it easy for a day, 1 day a week wouldn't hurt at all. So, depending on where you are in the season, follow the advice of your coach, your training plan, the type of training that you're going to be doing on, say, the elliptical, lever running, link in the description down below. There's a coupon code down there. And Aqua Jogging, stuff like that, is dependent on what you're doing for that time of the season. So if you're doing repetition work, chances are you probably want to mimic hard efforts, repetition work, right, with full recovery, either on the elliptical, Aqua Jogging. Intervals do make time go by faster. I know, cross training can be a dread, right, because it's really boring and, you can only listen to so many podcasts and so many songs, but intervals make things go by a lot quicker. Tempo work, I've been in this situation before. I would do like 5 by 1 minute. Different things, you could start to rely on heart rate, I would say, at tempo effort and below. So for me, find out your tempo threshold, lactate threshold, heart rate zone. Find out your heart rate reserve. Google it. There are different ways you can find it if you know your max heart rate. But you should be achieving that heart rate for that effort. So for me, would be 161 and 168 beats per minute. I would do, say, my coach, if I were healthy, say that they wanted me to do like 5 by 1 mile cruise intervals and with 1 minute rest, right? So I would be on the elliptical. I would make sure I'm able to get my heart rate up. You can mimic your long run by heart rate on Aqua Jogging, the elliptical, lever running, Alter G, whatever, by doing that amount of time. You don't have to do like, don't obsess over having to do like 2 or 3 hours every day on or cross training, because believe it or not, no matter how much you cross train, because it's not specific to running 100%, you're still going to lose fitness. I hate to say that. According to Jack Daniel's running formula book, your VO2 max starts to decrease after about 5 days of inactivity, but if you cross train, it will decrease a lot less. So, and plus, if you think about it, look at the big picture. The reason why you probably got hurt or you're taking time off because your legs are feeling gassed is probably because you did too much too soon. The body has, different structures, muscles, tendons, and ligaments that are maybe becoming weaker or cannot withstand the current load that's be throwing on them, whether it be, I'll do another video on this, intensity, time spent running, different variables that can cause, structural failure that leads to pain and dysfunction. So that's why we're doing it in such a way. Now, I'm not saying that you guys at home should be doing, like, say, your entire cross-training regimen until your injury goes away or until you feel better or whatever, that you should be doing Aqua Jogging 24/7. I will mix it up. I try to stay up to that, more specific hierarchy. I like doing repetition work in the water while aqua jogging because it's a lot easier to have that heavy resistance from the pressure of the water, on your arms and legs while you're pumping your arms to mimic the repetition type work, right, with full recovery. So I'll do that sometimes for repetition type work. I like doing, lactate threshold type work on the elliptical, the 5x1 minutes, the 15-minute threshold, stuff like that. I like doing VO2 max intervals if you're, game for that as well, depending on your season. In the water as well for aqua jogging. It's a lot easier to get your heart rate up and to get that huff and puff zone of VO2 max. You know what I'm talking about? That 3K, 5K effort. If you don't have access to, let's say, a heart rate monitor or a heart rate strap, I don't like the wrist monitor in particular or the optical, because it's not as accurate. It can actually lock onto your cadence. And if you're not wearing it high enough up your forearm, it may actually lock onto your cadence and be really inaccurate. But you can run by effort. So whenever you, get in the water or elliptical or whatever, you can ask yourself, does this feel like 3K effort to me? Does this feel like mile effort to me? Does this feel like 5K or 10K effort to me? And mix it up. So like maybe 3 days a week I would be aqua jogging. Maybe 2 days a week I would be using the lever running unit, depending on where I'm at. Or if I have access to certain equipment, maybe I might hop onto an Alter G. There may be some clinics around your area that may have an Alter G. Is basically all these contraptions, kind of like mimicking the running motion, but at a lesser load, so it gives your time body to adapt and recover, because tendons respond to load. So yeah, so mix it up is what I'm trying to say. Now, if you are able to get out on the road or the track for a decent workout, specifically lactate threshold type workouts, or depending on your event. I mean, this is a running channel, and mostly distance runners probably watch my channel. I would say lactate threshold is probably the biggest thing. If you can somehow get outside, once a week. I've had an injury in the past. Like with all this stuff, always talk to your doctor. But I've had an injury in the past where no matter how many treatments I've had done, different types of treatments, I couldn't shake it. And so I was only able to run maybe like 3 days a week, and those 3 days a week would be hard workouts. Your body can maintain fitness doing one hard workout a week, specifically lactate threshold, in my opinion, for about 6 weeks. So you could do that if you're able to do that. So in a nutshell, I like to rant is that when it comes to cross training for maintaining fitness to an extent, and trying to keep healthy and keeping those muscles, tendons, ligaments, and your heart strong in the short term, right, till you get back into the game, is just to mimic the workout on the cross training method of choice. And you want the cross training method to be as close to running as possible. And check out that video that I have that talks about the hierarchy. If you guys like this video, watch this video next. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for when I post my next video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.